So I finally got around to planting my garlic, and I want to show you guys what I did. I started by separating out each garlic bulb into individual cloves, and I left as much of the paper covering on as I could according to the directions. I got my garlic from M.I. Gardener, and I got 2 hardneck varieties and 1 softneck variety. As you can see, I kind of started the process by mixing all of my soil together with the compost that I recently put on top. I wanted to add nutrients back into the soil because previously I had pumpkins that were planted in this bed, and I feel like they probably took up a lot of the nutrients. As I finished working with the soil, I realized that I probably needed to move this sunflower out of the way, so I ripped it up. Don't worry, it was almost done with anyways. After that, I moved my little helper to the side and removed some of the old pumpkin roots that were still in my soil. And then finally, I was ready to kind of measure out exactly where my rows of garlic were going to go. From what I read, the garlic needed to be about 6 inches apart and about 2 inches deep into the soil. So as soon as I made my little rows, I was able to take my cloves that I had separated out and plant them in the soil pointy side up. This is me being super extra and making sure that I was planting them far enough apart, even though I don't think it really matters because I saw someone else say they only planted theirs 4 inches apart. I'm sure it's not that serious. But I only did this for the first row, and then the rest I kind of just tried to match the distance. All right, so then I just planted out my next 2 rows of garlic. The 2 outside rows are my hardneck garlic, and then the middle one is the softneck garlic. I wanted to try both because I've heard different things about the flavor and then also how well they store, so we will see. So once I finally had all of my garlic planted out, I just needed to cover it up with the soil. I just kind of lightly moved the soil that was on the sides over the garlic cloves until they were fully covered and kind of left them alone. I personally did not water them after I did this, but the day before I had watered the whole bed because I was trying to incorporate the compost into the soil. And then luckily the next day it rained, so I feel like it's fine. But you could always give a light watering after this step. And then the last thing that you'll want to do after your garlic is completely covered is find a bunch of leaves or something that you can cover your entire bed with. This is just going to help with insulating the garlic in the freezing temperatures over winter. And now all we'd have to do is wait until spring.